with another big day of championship wrestling. Boy, am I glad to be back.
Welcome back. We're glad to have you back here. Big Jack filled in admirably while you were gone, but we are very glad to have you sitting back in the chair.
Appreciate the big man being in here, and thank you, Jack, for being here. But son of a gun, I really missed it. And I'll tell you what, I've heard a lot of things happening since that first thing that hit me was this big $10,000 battle royal that took place. Son of a gun, I got to hear more about that.
Well, Don Bass walked away with a $10,000
Yeah, I saw some
bill.
of the tape before the show today. And in addition to that, we have new Southern Tag Team champions. They will be defending right here today. How about telling us the rest of it?
Got a big day. Tracy Smothers will be in here in a single match today. We'll be looking at Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis, Rocky Johnson, Superstar Bill Dundee, and then, as Lance mentioned, Southern Tag Team title match coming up. In this one, it's going to be the Rock and Roll RPMs. Mike Davis and Tommy Lane going against Brian Knobs and Jerry Sagg, the Nasty Boy.
Oh, boy. I'll tell you, the beat just goes on, and we're delighted to be back and a part of it. We're going to take time out now. We'll be back with the action coming up in just a moment. Comes as no major surprise to me, but things got out of hand a little bit last week, huh?
Boy, they certainly did. Tracy Smothers was in here for a match, and Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka had just lost their Southern Tag titles, and they were out here yelling, nope, we're not going to have any other matches until we get a rematch and bring them out here and all of that. And first, to begin with, they threw Tracy's opponent just out of here. They literally threw him out the door. Here's what happened in all of that. Tracy Smothers, Diamond, and Tanaka. Tracy up in the ring, ready for a match. All right, Tanaka up there against Tracy. Why don't you guys just get out of here and let us go on with this? Tracy against Tanaka. Yeah, now Diamond jumps in there. Everybody jumping on Tracy. Prince has left. He said he was calling the rest of the commission out here. I hope he doesn't do that, but he probably will. Diamond and Tanaka grabbing Tracy Smothers. Oh, a double clothesline on Tracy. They had jumped Buddy James, who was to be Tracy's opponent, just as he was on his way to the ring, and they literally threw him out the door. Here comes the chair. Diamond with the folding metal chair. Oh, right to the top of the head. He nails Tracy Smothers. Here they come. Here come some other folks right here. Oh, look out. The Rock and Roll RPMs grabbing Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis. There goes Goliath and King Carl. They're closing the door. They're blocking the doors over there.
See, this is what I'm telling you about, Dave Brown. You wouldn't listen to me. I'm not responsible for what goes on.
You are responsible for what goes on, and get them out of here.
My boys get kicked off, brother. Ain't nothing I can do with them. You understand? People gonna pay.
Oh, Billy Travis hammered into the desk by Mike Davis of the Rock and Roll RPMs. Jeff Jarrett and Tommy Lane going at each other. Meanwhile, in the ring, Diamond and Tanaka still working on Tracy Smothers. Oh, they got him cut open, too. Got a cut on Tracy's forehead, and no doubt they counted him again with that metal chair. Look out. Tommy Lane and Mike Davis, the RPM. And now they get through the door. Here comes Rocky Johnson and the Nasty Boys. Well, help finally arrived, but the entire commission working over Tracy for quite some time in here with pile driver and what have you. Lance is going to try to grab Tracy right now as he's on his way to the ring. Lance?
Yeah, Trace, I know you're on your way out there, but boy, what an incident. We weren't here to see it, but I've seen the tape on it now.
Yeah, Lance, you know, I was just going to my ring for my match, minding my own business. Next thing I know, there's two guys jumping on me. You know, you saw what happened. They hit me with the chair, busted my head open, DDT'd me on the chair, pile drive me on the chair, God knows what else. You know, I've been out of action for a week. I've had dizzy spells all week. I've never missed any bookings since I started wrestling. This is the first time, you know. I don't know what kind of shape I'm really in today, but I'm fixing to give it a whirl.
Okay, well, I think they're ready for you out in the ring. Good luck to you, Tracy, and watch the health in there. We'll be keeping an eye on Tracy first.
Tracy Smothers jumps into the ring. Referee Jerry Calhoun is there. His opponent Keith Eric is also there. And we are just about ready. This is going to be a one-fall, 10-minute time limit match. Tracy Smothers going against Keith Eric. Tracy coming back after being jumped by the commission in a match a few days ago. Keith Eric backs him onto the ropes. Shot into the right fist. Tracy answered the same way. Came back with that right hand. And now Keith wants to complain about the fist. Never mind that he just did the same thing, huh? Tracy working on the left arm. Keith Eric reverses him. Tracy trying to take control again. Keith Eric put a boot to the midsection there. Keith Eric up in the air. Slammed by Tracy Smothers. That's a good drop kick by Tracy.
Eric hollering about tights in there, Dave. He caught him and just ripped him right across with that arm drag, popped him over and down with it.
Tracy rolls those shoulders down. Count as two. That's all they got, just a 2 count. Two count again. Tracy wraps that arm up behind the back of Keith Eric. Down he goes. Shoulders are down. Referee starts the count. Look out, Tanaka coming in. Well, it's going to be a disqualification on Keith Eric.
Look at here. Hey, Steve Armstrong. Yes, sir, Steve Armstrong. And everybody is familiar with the wrestling Armstrong family. Steve comes in to help out an old friend against Tanaka. And Paul Diamond.
Yeah, what?
Look out! Tracy Smothers with Paul Diamond. Uh-oh, Tracy hammered into that ring post as Paul shook him off. Got him right in the shoulder. Referee Jerry Calhoun having no success in getting this thing slowed down. Tanaka over here on Steve Armstrong. Here comes Eddie Marlin. Randy Hales out.
All back in the ring now.
And Diamond pounding Smothers. Steve Armstrong whipped out of there. Reverse. Look at that. Smothers and Armstrong taking over now. Tracy just pulls Diamond down to the mat. Armstrong pounding on Tanaka. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis join the action, and I think if Diamond and Tanaka are smart, they will get out of here. With a chair, Tracy Smothers makes certain they get out of here. Boy, you can tell one thing. Tracy, after the beating he got last week from Diamond and Tanaka, he was delighted. There you see a couple of good friends, Steve Armstrong and Tracy there. Well, you had a lot of friends that came to your aid right there, Dave.
You got that right, Lance. Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, I know you can't do nothing when it's 2-on-2. It's got to be 2-on-1, Jack. It's 2-on-2 now. Since I've been back in this area, everywhere I go, fans come up with magazines. They say, where's the Southern boys? Where's the other half? Where's Steve? He's standing right here, live and in color. Anybody knows anything about the Armstrong family knows they're second to none. You come out here with your fancy outfits on, holes in your britches. You call yourself bad company. We're going to show you what bad is. B is in bad, A is in atrocious, and D is for you better believe in disaster. Brickhouse Brown, Black Prince, whatever you call yourself. When you come out here running your mouth, talking about the commission, what you're going to do. You like to talk in rhymes. I got a rhyme for you. Pat Tanaka, Paul Diamond, Brickhouse Brown, you better get out of town, because there's 2 new sheriffs around. And it's Steve Armstrong and Tracy Smothers, the wild-eyed Southern boys. And if you think that little tussle we had was something, you call the Grand Canyon a ditch. Let me tell you something, Bubba. We just scratched the surface right here is all we did. What you've got here is 2 wild-eyed Southern boys, 6'2", 235 pounds of twisted steel, sex appeal. And, brother, we're marching over everybody that gets in our way. Let me tell you something. You can take it all, stick it in your pipe, and smoke it, baby.
Okay, Steve and Tracy, glad to see you guys back together again, because they had quite a run, as a matter of fact, down in Florida, and it's a delight to see Steve back up here. I know Tracy is awfully glad to see him back here, David.
Yes, indeed. Glad to see him back together.
Okay, official was a disqualification, right?
Yeah, went about 2 minutes, too.
Okie doke. We're going to take time out. Be back. We've got more action coming up in just a moment. Wednesday night, Evansville, Indiana, stand by, friend, because I got a whole card I'm going to tell you you are going to like. But by golly, I want to talk about 2 matches in particular right now. One of them, the wild-eyed Southern boys, Steve Armstrong, Tracy Smothers, against Bad Company, Paul Diamond, Pat Tanaka. And the other one is a special added match where singing cowboy Don Bass and King Carl Fergie will be going against Jerry the King Lawler and his partner, superstar Bill Dundee.
Let me tell you something, big-time professional wrestling. Jerry Lawler, Dundee. I got a feeling you're going to get hurt real bad, and I feel sorry for the likes of y'all suckers.
Yeah, I'll bet you do. I'll tell you one thing, when Bad Company comes to face Tracy Smothers, they will find someone else right there with him, Steve Armstrong.
I don't care if there was 100 of them. They're just 2 redneck punks. Now let's review this. We got Tracy Smothers, the little boy from Springfield, Tennessee, that's never probably won a match in his life, or anything else for that matter. And you got Steve Armstrong. Well, boy, your old man's done washed up, and you are never going to be as good as he was. Yeah, I heard your music going to the ring says the South is going to do it again. Well, boy, the South never did it in the first place, and nothing's going to change now when you face Bad Company.
Well, at least it's going to be 2 on 2. Yeah. Talking about 2 on 2, you got it.
Evansville, Indiana, watches TV, has thinking Jerry Lawler come out there and stoke my $10,000, jump me from behind, and start beating on me, and then I tuck him down, and I start beating on him, and then his friend Bill Dundee come out there and jump me from behind, and my friend King Carl Fergie came out, and we started beating on him, and kicking him on him, and doing it again, and he took off running, and I put you in charge about $10,000, get it back, I can slam you. Baby, I should beat your brains out in Evansville, Indiana, baby.
I couldn't believe they'd come out there and jump you from behind like that, Donnie. I thought they were better men.
That's right, King.
It's a good thing I was in the studio.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, I guess we're back again. I'm still thinking about that brawl that we had in here. What a way. Starting championship wrestling off just the way I remember it and love it for so many years.
Welcome back.
Hey, listen, one of the things that I heard about when I first got back in town was this battle royal that took place in Memphis, Tennessee, with a $10,000 bill, gold certificate for the winner of that match. And I was stunned to find out that Don Bass won the son of a gun. Well, when I got to the station this morning and I had a chance to sit down with Eddie and look at some of the tape in there, we have some good news, I think, for a lot of the people, and it certainly delighted me with the situation. After a review of it, the CWA took a whole look at the thing, and they found out that Lawler, before he was thrown out of the ring, had already put Don Bass out of the ring, which should have ended that battle royal right then and there. But Bass got back in. The referee had been distracted and was taking care of other business over there. He was not aware of the fact that Bass had been put out. And so, after reviewing it all to find out, the decision is that Don Bass is going to have to return the $10,000 certificate to Jerry Lawler, who is, in fact, the rightful winner of that battle royal that took place in there. Now, that means that Bass is going to have to give it up and he will be doing that right here today on Championship Wrestling so that it is totally and official right in front of everybody. They see that it takes place. Justice done in that particular instance, my friend, and we are delighted that that's exactly what it came out. You will see Bass have to give up that $10,000 certificate a little bit later. Right now, we're going to take just a pause, and we're going to be taking a look at action coming up with Jeff Jarrett and Billy Travis.
Yes, sir. This one's going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit from parts unknown, a total weight of 424 pounds with their manager, Boss Winter. Rough and Ready going against them. Total of 438 pounds. Out of Hendersonville, Tennessee, Jeff Jarrett. And out of Lexington, Kentucky, Billy Travis. This match one fall, 10-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
The Blue Jackets go out of Jarrett and Travis, and we're about ready for action as bell time signifies that Ruff, who's put on a little weight in the last weeks, Dave, is in there with Billy Travis. Billy in the short red wrestling tights, and Jeff in the longer with the blue stripe down the side. They both have the blue jackets. Oh, and both have very good elbows. Boy, they popped with that upper arm and dumped him right down. Snap, suplex over and down. Jeff winds up that arm. Jeff Jarrett tags out to Billy Travis. Jeff was the Rookie of the Year last year. Billy Travis.
Rough and Ready got the tag made. Ready is the taller of the two, but it won't weigh as much as his partner.
Billy hooks that wrist lock and takes it into a hammer, slips over and tags Jeff.
Did I say Rough? Ready, I meant, is in there now.
Yeah. They're both meeting the same fate, Dave, my boys.
Boy, they sure are.
A little difference to Jeff or Billy. Yeah, Ready down in the middle of the ring as Jeff Jarrett picks him up, tags Billy Travis. Billy, very early in his career, he almost hit the heights too early. He was the international heavyweight champion, won that belt, held it for a little while. Well, I'll tell you, he is some tough gentleman. Bam! And I mean, flatten him out. I believe Ready is all through. No, he kicked out of it. I thought he had it right then and there. Boss Winter's over hollering at him. Get your tag, get your tag. He's having no success. Travis crotches him, scoops him up in the air, drops with an elbow. Tags Jeff Jarrett. Thought he might go for a pin attempt at that moment. Double whip. Whoa, what a drop kick. He blasted him. Count of one. Travis keeps the other one back, and they got it.
2 minutes, 13 seconds of time on it. It's all Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis, as they get a very good, convincing victory here.
Yes, sir. They flat did, and by golly, Jeff coming over, rattles Boss Winters, and the crowd loves that. He was up on the ring apron making noise at the crowd, and Jeff silenced him. So the winners, Jarrett and Travis. More action coming up in just a moment. Before I give you the entire Evansville card coming up on Wednesday night, I do in fact want to remind you that Friday, October the 2nd, Hopkinsville, Tennessee. All you folks around that area, Convention Center, Western Kentucky State Fairgrounds, tickets on sale at the Bargain Center. You can save $1 right now by getting your ticket in advance. Also, Friday, October the 9th, Graham, Kentucky at the high school area. Tickets on sale at the school, and likewise, you can get yourself $1 off by getting your ticket in advance. Now, let's take a look at the action coming up Wednesday night. Boy, do I love this card. I mean, mean love this card. Big Bubba opens up against Billy Travis. Rocky Soul Man Johnson goes against Bobby Jaggers. Return Southern Tag title bout, Rock and Roll RPM against the very mad Nasty Boys. Mid-America title, Jeff Jarrett going against the Prince. And then the wild-eyed Southern Boys, Armstrong and Smothers against Bad Company, Paul Diamond and Pat Tanaka, to be followed by Don Bass, King Carl Fergie against Lawler and Dundee. Official introductions, David.
All right, this is going to be one fall, 10-minute time limit. Out of Memphis, Tennessee at 206 pounds, it is Keith Eric. And out of Washington, D.C., now at 262 pounds, Rocky Soulman Johnson. One fall, 10-minute time limit. And the referee is Jerry Calhoun.
Bell time and a big rock. It always amazes me, and a guy at his size is able to move those feet as quick as he does, and he can, in fact. The referee says, knock it off with the fist, Rocky. Keith Eric giving away considerable weight to the Rock. Takes a little slap upside the face. That was one of those things that embarrasses you and irritates you more than
that's true.
Knocks your teeth out.
That's what it was designed for.
Yeah.
You know, I think the footwork that Rocky does so well is because of that training he has in boxing. I mean, he learned that part of it well.
Rocky just kind of bumping in the south end of that northbound mule there. And he was getting Eric's attention again. Keith tangles up with him. No. He says, oh, yeah. He wraps Rock's arm around. That's a hard, big arm to hold. Over the top and kicks him out of it right back up on his feet. And Keith Eric says, hold it. Hold it.
We're about a minute and a half into the action here.
Yeah, they tangle it up center of the ring, and Rocky Johnson to a standing side headlock. Eric shakes him off, but that shoulder puts him down hard. No! Rocky, who's got a great sense of humor, rolls him over. He covers. I was going to say he didn't really have him in a good pin position there. Eric was moving all the time, and he was able to kick his way out of it. Shoots Rock into the rope. Sunset flip. 2, 3. Yes, sir.
Yeah. 1 minute, 58 seconds. The Soul Man, Rocky Johnson, gets the victory over Keith Eric as he gets the sunset flip, and he's able to make it stick for the count of 3.
Yes, sir. The Rock gets himself a nice victory in there with a sunset flip, and that's not normally a move that you would associate with a 262-pound muscle man. That's for a fact. Coming out, we told you a little bit earlier about the decision of the reversal on that $10,000 gold certificate that was the prize of the Battle Royal. Don Bass. What is all of this, Don, please?
Les, I'd like to introduce to you my mama. This is my dear old mother. I'm so proud of her. 15 years ago when I started in the wrestling business, she sacrificed so much for me so I could get the trip. She bought me a car. Everything she had, she pawned everything so I could get a car to go to the shots in. And I told my poor mother, I said, if I ever win big money, Mama, that I would buy you a house or pay down the house for you. So last week in this Battle Royal, I won $10,000 fair and square out there. Everybody knows I did. And I was so happy for my mother, Chase, to pay down her a house. And then it seemed like every time I climb a ladder, something comes along, like a Jerry Lawler or the AWA, or something comes along and shoots me down. And so I got a call from AWA that said I had to return this $10,000 to Jerry Lawler. And I was so proud. Lawler, I'll say one thing to you, buddy. I hope you're happy with your TV show and your sighting and all that stuff. My poor mother don't have no house to go to for you, man. And I hope that you're happy. And if you ever get in my way, I'll get them, I'll break your brains out. My poor, okay.
Well, Don, now, I am sorry for your mother and everything else.
Yeah, but my mother, I worked so hard to get her a house.
There was a legitimate review of that match. Now,
you know I want to parents swear my poor mother. What is this here? What is this here?
You have to return this, so I'm going to
I hope you're happy, Lawler. My poor mother like this.
Oh, wait a minute. Carl Fergie, King Carl. Here comes the Prince out. All three of them. All right, now we got three of them going against Lawler out here. Fergie jams him in the midsection with that chair. Don Bass and the Prince ripping on the shirt. Let's get a little help out here and see if we can get Fergie dressed up. Here comes the superstar. Whoa, he's got him a chair. And boy, he sends him on the road. Bill Dundee coming out right at the right time as he gets Fergie and the Prince and Don Bass on the roll. Got him out of here as Lawler took quite a pounding from the three of them. He came out and exposed Carl Fergie. Well, we're going to hold on to the certificate that belongs to Jerry. And we're going to take a break here as Billy is helping Jerry back. We'll be back in just a moment.
Okay. Steve Robertson up there in the ring. Here comes the superstar. And a one-fall, 15-minute time limit match. 243 pounds out of Memphis, Tennessee. Introducing Keith Robertson over on the left. And on the right of the screen from Australia, 214 pounds, the superstar, Bill Dundee. One fall, 15-minute time limit. Jerry Calhoun, the referee.
Okay, it'll be a goodie as usual. Bill will be giving away some weight, but that never slowed him down before. Bell time, and the superstar comes rolling out of the corner, ready to do it as usual.
Superstar giving away weight, but again, that's not unusual either. Gives away weight a lot of times, but he wins a bunch of matches. Bill Dundee wrapping up that left arm. Robertson, whoa, tries to reverse him. Dundee with the right hand says, Billy round behind. Down to the mat goes Keith. Down the rope. Robertson raked his fingers across Dundee's eyes. There's a cover by Dundee. 1, 2. He got it. 59 seconds of action. Look out. Here comes Fergie, followed by Don Bass and the Prince Brickhouse Brown. I guess they're unhappy because Dundee came out here to help Lawler earlier. Fergie grabbing Dundee, throwing him through the ropes down to the floor. And now Bass and the Prince picking him up. Three against one, only this time it's Dundee. They threw him into the ring post. Oh, look out, look out, look out. Into the center. Lawler out here with a broom, smashing Don Bass. Now going after Fergie and the Prince. Oh, Carl Fergie's head rammed into the desk. Oh, Lawler. That broom breaks it across the back of Don Bass. A chair to the top of the head for Carl Fergie. The Prince gets the chair from Dundee. Lawler and Dundee. Whoa! What a brawl! It's Fergie, and they haven't left yet. Don Bass holding a chair. Lawler holding what's left of that broom handle. Bass and Fergie, the referee's in between them. A good place to be, Jerry. Lawler, Dundee, Don Bass, Carl Fergie, and the Prince. It's a standoff at this point.
Yeah, we've got ourselves a little Mexican standoff as Bass has the chair. Lawler has that end of that broom handle, which is almost like a spear. Look out for the Prince coming around on his side over here.
Sneaking around the back way here. Dundee went after Bass. Bass got him with a chair. And now Prince and Fergie double-team Lawler.
Lawler being pounded by the Prince and Fergie.
But Fergie on the desk. Pulling Lawler up there. And a Prince with a stick.
The desk as Dundee picks up a chair.
Lawler throwing a big chair across the ring at Fergie. Fergie looks to be on his way out of here.
Fergie with a trash can rattles Dundee. Lawler picks the chair up. Now it's Bass with that broom handle. Brickhouse grabbing Dundee, jamming that brush in his veins. As the battle goes on, Eddie Marlin out. But the action is finally subsided, Dave. Good night. Busted that broom, pounded people in the head with that. The chair of yours rolled right out there on the floor. The trash can slammed over Dundee. A metal chair busted around everybody's head. What a brawl, I'm here to tell you. And it all started with him jumping Dundee in a match that he had going in there. And then Lawler came out to help him after he had been helped by Dundee a little bit earlier. And the brawl really took off right there. We're going to take time out, try to get this cleaned up, and we'll be back in action here in just a moment. You better be out there Wednesday night. It's going to be a full card of 6 great bouts. It'll be headlined by a special added match when Don Bass, King Carl Fergie, will be going against the team of Jerry the King Lawler, Bill Superstar Dundee. Can't wait for this one.
That's right, Lance, and you said it right, the team of the King and the Superstar, because we are back together again. And let me just give you a little bit of a history lesson, Don Bass and King Carl Fergie, and you too, Black Prince, because I want you to know that if you get anywhere close to that ring, one of the two of us are going to take our fists and jam it so far down your stinking throat, they'll need a crane to pull it out. Now, you take a good look at the King and the Superstar. You're looking at two men right here, and I'm just going to tell you that have either wrestled against or with every wrestler that has ever come down the pike. I'm talking about the AWA, the NWA, the WWF, all of them. We've been in the ring either with them or against them. And if you have to ask me who's the toughest man I've ever even been with or against, I got to tell you, it's this man right here, and I think that he would say the same thing about me, because I know that when he gets in the ring, he don't give nothing less than 100%, and I'm the same way. Now, Bass, you and Fergie have gone one step over the line, boys. It's time to quit playing around. It's time to put all of that garbage aside, and it's time to get down to hurting people. And you're looking at two men right here that can do just that. We've held the Southern Tag Team titles longer than any other two men in the history of this area. And I'm telling you what we're going to do right there in Evansville. We're coming there not to wrestle. We're coming there to do one thing, and that is hurt you jerks, just like you tried to do to us right here on television. Is that right, Bill?
That's right, you said it. And we're not bragging, we're just going to do it. We'll see how tough you are 2-on-2.
I'll tell you one thing for a fact, friend. You have a treat in store for you Wednesday night. Get the friends, get the family, bring them all. Coliseum, Evansville, Indiana. It is going to be the scene of one of those kicking times. You'll see it happening Wednesday night. Okay, we will hold up just a second on the Southern Tag title match.
I told you, the can of kick butt is wide open. And if you think you get anything here, sucker, I got news for you. I told you, this is my world, and you just living on it, punk.
Nobody has to tell us about you. Shut up over there when I'm trying to talk. We know how tough y'all are. We know you beat everybody and been against everybody that ever come through here. But you never been against the likes of myself, Donnie Bass, and the Black Prince. We mean business, brother. You're talking $10,000 that you stole from us, and that's what we're going to get even with you.
Anytime you want to fight, baby. Anytime you want to fight, Dundee and Lawler, we're here. We're not hard to find, baby. Come out here in the back alleys. Anywhere you want to fight at, come on down here, Don Bass, and ready, baby. I'll knock your head out. You talking about somebody gonna get hurt? Well, you ain't told nothing that wasn't nothing but the truth. Somebody gonna get hurt real bad.
Well, we saw just a little bit ago that hurting can go both ways. So if that's the way you guys feel about it, I'm certain that there will be some people that'll have a little contrary opinions about it. Okay, what do you say we get the big Southern Tag Team Championship match right here?
Right here. Here come the challengers. Tommy Lane, Mike Davis, the Rock and Roll RPM. Referee is here. And here come the champions, the holders of the AWA Southern Tag Team titles.
Big Rugged, Nasty Boys. They won the titles from Diamond and Tanaka. I'd like to see that one, and hoping to see a tape on it.
They won them right here on Championship Wrestling. They're here to defend them today. Discussion going on before the bell sound. Southern Tag titles on the line. It's a championship match. Introducing the challengers from Atlanta, Georgia, at a total weight of 454 pounds. Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, the Rock and Roll RPM. And the champions defending the belts out of Allentown, Pennsylvania, 568 pounds. Brian Knobs, Jerry Sag, the Nasty Boy. One fall. 30 minutes will be the special time limit for television. The belts are at stake. Oh, Mike Davis and Jerry Sag. Bad blood there before this one ever gets going.
Stepping out is Mike Davis. No time. Who's going to be starting over there? Brian Knobs will be starting out for the championship team of Knobs and Sag. Tommy Lane starting out against Brian Knobs. Mike Davis on the outside. Jerry Sag. Referee Jerry Calhoun. Special, as Dave said, time for television is 1 fall in 30 minutes. We should have, well, I don't know. In the event that we go to the time, Dave, we'll just keep the tape rolling. That's the best offer we can make to you. In fact, we'll have it rolling. Whoa, boy, did you see that Knobs come out of the corner?
Yeah, with all that weight behind him, wow.
He really stunned Tommy Lane. He is still groggy as he comes up to his feet. Makes a tag to Mike Davis. That was a good move right there because he is still staggering a little. The RPM's rugged team. They've built a reputation one side of the country to the other. Going against the newest AWA Southern Tag Champion. Tag on Jerry Sag. Davis says, I want you. Jerry Sag telling his partner, let me have him. And he does. And boy, oh boy, they got off to a whirlwind start against each other as Sag now puts the knee up, drops Davis back down and says, come get me. In the air. And the big body slam.
You know, the rock and roll RPMs for the last 2 or 3 weeks have been in here. They have said, we are in here. We came in here looking for the championship belt. We haven't been able to get a match. We are world-class wrestlers. We want a match. We want a match. Here they are today. They've got the opportunity.
It was a matter of time because they certainly have got their reputation to deserve being in a championship picture. And here they are challenging a rugged pair from Allentown, Pennsylvania, the Nasty Boys. You go tell them to shut up. I'm sure they'll listen to you. Jerry Sag standing side headlock on Tommy Lane. Lane has him waist locked, wheels him around, and that puts Sag in a position to tag Brian Knobs. Shoots a right hand to the midsection of Lane, and boy, oh boy, unlaced him. So that, Knobs has gotten Lane twice thus far in this match and really stunned him, Dave.
So far, Knobs is having a great day. Things are going well for him. Shoulder butt off the ropes, and Tommy Lane hits the mat hard.
He knocked him 3 feet straight back, right in the air.
And it said, come on, get up.
Yeah,
get up.
Yeah.
Southern Tag titles at stake here. Boy, what a couple of good teams to be going for the belts, too. Challengers who no doubt deserve the shot. Champions who have earned the belt.
Woo. Mike Davis got the tag. He's in there legally. He wheels off around. Nailed him and back again. Mike Davis.
Nasty Boys considering a tag. Brian Knobs said, hey, all right, you tired of dealing with me? Let me let you deal with my partner, Jerry Sag. Jerry, broad arm to the back. Whip into the rope. And Mike Davis of the Rock and Roll RPMs has got to be wondering if anybody got the license number of the truck, to use an old phrase.
Hard standing side headlock, and this guy is just big enough that he can really put it on you. Now, let me tell you, Davis is no lightweight himself.
We're a little more than 4 minutes into this fall. 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. Southern Tag belts on the line.
Once again, a tag to Jerry Sag. It's a 1 fall, 30-minute time limit. AWA championship match.
Tommy Lane with a knee to the back from outside as Jerry Sag is thrown into the rope. Neckbreaker by Tommy Lane.
Over and down in beautiful shape, too. Acting on a very
Good move by Jerry Sag as he is headed for the mat. He pulled up the knee, and that knocked Tommy Lane down to the mat. Slowed him down. Jerry Sag headed for the tag. He gets it. And here comes Brian Knobs back in for the Nasty Boys.
critical tag right there, Dave.
If the Nasty Boys go ahead to successfully defend this belt, that's got to be the critical moment right there.
Davis and Tommy Lane, or rather, Sag and Tommy Lane. What happened?
Referee got knocked down.
With Jerry Calhoun on the deck. Knobs and Davis squared off. Jerry Sag and Tommy Lane, and from behind, over the top rope goes Mike Davis. Sag going right out on the floor after him. Tommy Lane and Brian Knobs, and a reversal. Lane makes the cover while Sag is going after Davis on the... He got it! Brian Knobs pinned by Tommy Lane. 1, 2, 3. And the belts will go to the brand new Southern Tag Champions. The Rock and Roll RPM, Mike Davis and Tommy Lane, who came up with a victory in a stunner, Dave.
Yeah, Lane hit Knobs in the top of the head with his fist, and Knobs was out of it. Referee told to count of 3, and that is it. Tommy Lane and Mike Davis, the new Southern Tag Champion.
Boy, and you know that's got to tear the Nasty Boys up, but they lose it. We're going to take time out, and we're going to be back with more championship wrestling action in just a moment. Ooh, boy, what a surprise, man. I'll tell you what, last week you had new champions right there on Championship Wrestling, and son of a gun, the first week back for me, we had the change of titles again.
Yeah, they only hold them for a week, and I think rather stunned and upset, the Nasty Boys, Brian Knobs and Jerry Sag. That may be an understatement, huh?
At least.
They took the belts away from Pat Tanaka and Paul Diamond, and then son of a gun, a week later, Rock and Roll RPMs, who I mentioned during the match, have been screaming that they deserve the title shot. I have to agree they did deserve the title shot, no doubt about that. But they get in here and they take the belts off the Nasty Boys today.
Man, I'll tell you what, you got some fever stirring between those two teams, and neither one of them exactly the nicest, gentlest two guys together I ever saw. What about the rest of it today?
The rest of the card, we had Tracy Smothers.
We had a lot of action.
We
all
did
the way around.
from the beginning. We had Tracy Smothers in here. He defeated Keith Eric. There was a disqualification there due to some outside interference. He got a little help though. He got Steve Armstrong in here. So now it looks like it's going to be Tracy Smothers and Steve Armstrong as the Southern Boys. So
back together again because they had a great run down in Florida together. They call them the Wild-Eyed Southern Boys, and they're back together.
Yes, indeed. Look for them. Jeff Jarrett, Billy Travis defeating the team of Rough and Ready. It was Rocky Johnson over Keith Eric. Superstar Bill Dundee took the measure of Keith Robertson. Then it was the Nasty Boys going against the Rock and Roll